Do you know what you're having? White girl. Are you? Oh, wow, that's exciting. I know, because the original, they thought it was going to be identicals.
A 2-year-old boy at home and 2 more babies only a month from their due date. Cafe and craft store owner Judy is still putting in long hours.
It's been extraordinarily busy today, so we've just sort of slowed down now because it's later on. See, I don't know what time it is. It's about 3 o'clock now, so this morning was just chaos, and it continued till about 2 o'clock, so now it's starting to slow down for the day. So I'll be able to leave Michelle, head out, go home, put my feet up. I'm sure tomorrow will be just as equally busy, so with St. Patrick's Day and the rest of the week, so I'm gonna try to save up my energy for the rest of the week, and then after that, I told everybody I'm done. After this week, I'm done. You're not gonna see me, so.
You wanna make some muffins?
2-year-old Morgan knows she is about to gain a sister.
No.
What she doesn't know about is a possible loss. Her father, Peter, has been battling cancer since before Morgan was born. This second baby was conceived through IVF, with sperm frozen before starting chemotherapy. Cancer casts its shadow, but with this new life, Jackie and Peter are fighting back.
This pregnancy's been very similar to the last one. I had a pretty good pregnancy last time, and this one's been pretty good. It's, you know, regular complaints. Back. I've had a bit more backaches. I've been more tired. I don't know whether this has anything to do with it. More juice or tuna?
Juice.
Okay, we'll get you a little juice. Actually, when I just got pregnant, I was going through some nausea. I was saying, I really don't feel very well. And Peter says, yay! So I remember saying that to somebody else, and they said, well, you know, you can't compete with cancer. It's just... Still, you're all done, aren't you? What's the magic word?
Okay. Big hug first. Big hug. Big hug. That's it. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Go away. Go on. Go away, go away, go away.
It's getting more often now. Getting more often.
Silvia and Felix are expecting their first baby, and labor has begun. Felix is anxious to get Silvia to the hospital.
Well, this morning, around 8 o'clock, then I all of a sudden kind of felt some water, a little bit of water come out. So I checked, and it was just a little bit of bleeding. And then I called the hospital, and they said that bleeding a little bit is fine, it's normal. To stay home, just relax. And then throughout the day, I've been having kind of contractions, probably initially around every 20 minutes, then it got to 15, 10, now it's every 5 minutes. This morning, they weren't too strong, so I could cope with it. Now it's starting to get a little bit stronger. It's still okay. I mean, if this is how much pain people are referring to for most of the time, it's okay. But when I get to the hospital, then we'll find out how much longer, how much more to go. So looking forward to going to the hospital to find out.
Yeah. Let's go there. You're heavier than me.
I know. I think I'm the same weight as you.
Maybe.
I haven't gained too much weight though.
So one for the baby, one for her.
He's got one too. Probably in the car already.
I'm just relaxing from my long day at work. I'm just exhausted.
The end of a day at the Kids Craft Cafe finds Judy's energy spent.
What time are you gonna go in tomorrow?
Husband Robin picks up the slack on the home front.
Probably between 8:30 and 9. Yeah. Figure that way I'll stick around long enough that you can have your shower in the morning. And we'll have Keegan up and dressed, and then I'll take off. Who's a silly bird? Oh, thanks, Robin. This looks amazing.
Welcome.
Mommy's hungry.
Is it hot?
Is it good? The doctors say that I could go into labor any minute because I am 36 weeks, but I don't feel like anywhere close to going into labor at all. So, I mean, I don't worry about it. I don't think about it. I mean, I kind of joke around about it that I could go into labor any time, but I guess I just don't think that it's gonna happen, so I just don't worry about it. I mean, if it happens, but...
Oh, we don't want it to happen.
No, we don't want it to happen, but I just don't see any signs that I'm gonna go into early labor, so I just don't worry about it.
Jeez, I guess it was almost a year before Morgan was born. I'd been misdiagnosed a couple of times with, intestinal problems. And then finally had a total blockage. Went into emergency, got a surgeon together. My GI got me a surgeon. Had some surgery, cleaned up the blockage. 6 weeks later, they did the biopsy, found it was cancer. And then, for all intents and purposes, I had a surgical cure, was what my GI said. And then Morgan was born, and that summer was fine. But I guess it was a year and a half later, one of the oncologists at Princess Margaret said, well, you should have a colonoscopy, go back to your surgeon, get a colonoscopy. So I had one of them, and he said, well, the cancer's recurred at the same site, the same surgical site. But when he opened me up, he found that the cancer had spread to my small bowel and my abdominal cavity. And as in his words, it's to take out all the cancer surgically would be incompatible with life. You want some rice cake, Morgan?
A sleeping bag.
Yeah, I'll get the sleeping bag for you. I'd be rocking Morgan to sleep or putting her to bed or playing with her. I'd get I'd get so sad about, missing her growing up, and I wouldn't be here for her. And they'd given me, my oncologist said 50% of men in my position live for 2 years. About 30% make it to 5 years. And it's unrealistic to think in terms of 10 years. So that's a couple of years ago now. So I've kind of made it to a certain point. And now I've kind of just thought, well, you know what, you can't live your life as if you're going to die from cancer. Yes, you have to acknowledge that you've got cancer, but you can't put everything off. You can't not think of the future. You've got to proceed. You just got to proceed with things. So I would, I'd be rocking Morgan to sleep, and I'd be asking her, hold on tight to Daddy, don't let him go. It's cracking me up thinking about it. But she was really what kept me going.
Be good. Be good.
Only hours after her chicken stir-fry and 4 weeks before her due date, Judy has gone into labor, and there is a rush to the hospital to deliver her twin babies by C-section.
Everything just happened so fast. It's so ironic, eh? I know. I'm not going into labor anytime soon. I'm not worried.
Probably easier this way. Then you don't have to think about what's going on. You don't have to prepare yourself. It just happens, right?
Like, how surreal is this?
It'll be very real soon.
You'll have to call Leslie and Michelle.
I've called Michelle.
Already?
Yeah.
What did you say?
I just left a message with Jamie. Jamie's like, oh, she was sleeping. And I was like, oh, just give her the message and ask her to go into the store. And Jamie didn't have a problem with that.
I didn't think so.
So.
Work?
With Peter battling recurring cancer, Jackie wonders whether she could cope as the family's sole supporter. He is a freelance cameraman. She is a freelance web designer. Not always steady or secure work, still, this second baby was her decision.
I have, 5 brothers and sisters, and it's always, I just assume that, Morgan would be better off having a brother or sister. But when Peter was diagnosed the second time with cancer and it was incurable, I had a very strong reaction that Morgan would have to have a brother or sister. And maybe it doesn't make a lot of sense knowing that there's that Peter may be out of the picture at some point, and being a single parent is going to be really difficult. And is it fair to bring another child into the world when they're only going to have one parent? But the need to provide her with more of a family than just me, and not to have her the sole focus of my interest in being a parent was really important. I just felt very strongly. So, you know, I have a lot of fear about the future. I have a lot of fear about whether I can handle it all. So it's a lot, but at the same time, I just felt very strongly that Morgan needs to have, you know, more than just me.
When Silvia arrived at the hospital in labor, the maternity ward was dealing with a sudden infection outbreak, so visitors, including camera crew, were barred. Now, a day later, Silvia, Felix, and grandmother are ready to leave the hospital with a beautiful baby girl in tow.
I guess due to the sensitivity and for the security of all the mothers and the babies, they've asked, I guess, for limited people and visitors upstairs on that floor. So therefore, fortunately, they could only have me, my husband, and a mother in the room at that time. Baby's name is Vanessa Wong. Chinese name to be determined. Baby was born yesterday at 7:23 in the morning and weighs 8 pounds 1 ounce. It's very good weight. Labor was long, but was definitely worth it. I was really surprised as a girl because I did not have any preparation for a girl because everyone was telling me that it looked like it was going to be a boy. So I was really happy there. Good morning.
Okay, you want to run around? Here you go. Okay, you run around. I don't want to speak for Jackie, but, you know, I mean, she wanted to have a second child. And so I can't say, well, I mean, what can you say? You could say the future is unsure, we shouldn't have a second child. And then, you know, it's a bit morbid, but you think, well, I'm not going to be around for a while. What kind of a family is Morgan going to have with no father and just a mother? And wouldn't she enjoy having a sibling? And wouldn't Jackie want to have a second child? And maybe it's going to be difficult for her and for the kids, but, you know, you have to defer. At a certain point, you just have to say, hey, let's go ahead and do it and see what happens. You can't, I don't think you can do it any other way. You know, once we saw the second ultrasound, I thought, great. You know, I can get a vasectomy because we still don't know what shape my sperm's in. It may have been permanently damaged by the chemotherapy. There's no way to tell. So great, I can have a vasectomy and we can unfreeze the sperm, save a couple $100 a year. Jackie said, well, why don't we keep it frozen for a while? You know, maybe we want to have a third child.
Is that what it
Ready or not, Judy's about to meet her twin babies.
Yeah. You're gonna feel a lot of pressure here, okay?
Okay.
That's great.
Got the section. I'm not so not.
Section. Here's the first little one. Over here.
This is the boy or the girl?
We don't know. We'll find out. Hello, giving a little wave there, eh? Oh, look at that. Oh, congratulations. First little one's a little boy. Congratulations. And Dr. Riley will bring you around and you can have a little look at him. There he is.
I was so worried that they would be so small.
It's cold and windy. It's windy. So, ready? 1, 2, 3. I look at death now as just the next step, next natural step in life at a certain point for everybody. So it's really a question of when it comes and how you live your life until then, you know? And I had read somewhere that the point of living is to raise your children, you know, properly. Not, you know, by proper I just mean, I guess, in a caring, loving way. So I think that's really what it's all about. I guess, you know, having cancer and having Morgan are all kind of tied up together in my mind. You know, both events are tied up together on that. You know, just because they happen at the same time, and you know, she became so important to me and so much a reason to, you know, to keep going.
Look, Daddy.
Yeah.
There's a good tractor.
Where are you gonna go?
There's a tractor.
Does he want to go on the tractor? Come on. The tractor or the motorcycle?
A baby boy is happily clearing his lungs, and now it's his little sister's turn.
Here's the next little one. The second one's a little smaller, but just as cute. Congratulations. Congratulations again. There's the other one.
It's all over now.
I'm still in denial. I'm like, just at supper, I'm like, no, we're not gonna have the babies.
Family is really fun.
3 hours later, I'm in labor.
Yes. Yeah.
I was just worried because I could only hear one
Did they?
cry.
Yeah.
You want to hold on to your son?
So tiny.
Okay. Are you okay to hold her? Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Can you see, Mama? Do you want me to bring her over for just a sec?
Yeah. Okay, that'd be great.
So beautiful. They're like little bookends.
They are. This is your room, baby.
Yes.
Vanessa's homecoming and the joy of brand new parents.
Open your
I'll wrap her
eyes.
again because she's
Say
all
hi.
loosened.
Hey, wait. No. Wake up. Wake up. Say hi. No. Oh, no. I want to sleep. I want to sleep. No, not the right foot. Go to higher.
I think she's had enough.
Yeah, not the right position. Okay. There you go. Yeah, chop. Delicious, huh? See?
Who's this? I feel very close to her. And she's much cuter than I would ever imagine. Especially when she opens her eyes. Right? Open your beautiful eyes. No, not shut them. Open.
It's early dawn, and back in recovery, Judy and Robin are beginning to get used to the new order of events.
It's okay, sweetheart. Mommy's here.
What do you see? Is it bright?
Yeah, you guys surprised your mommy, didn't you? You said, I'm coming early, just to prove you wrong. So beautiful. Wow, we're gonna be like really busy.
Next time on Birth Stories.
Don't make movements. I only make movements. Don't make movements, only if I do it.
It's just basically coming down to eating humble pie and doing what you gotta do in the meantime, right? So.
He's only 26, so he has lots of time. And he'll do whatever he wants to do.
If you're watching this, Morgan, it's because Daddy's in the hospital. He wasn't feeling too good, and he had to go in to see his old friend, Dr. Schlachta.
Big hug and a kiss.
Big hug.